Welcome. I'm glad you're all here today again to listen and find out what it is in this world that we can do as black women to grow and develop. And I'm here to give you that help and that support. This has been my assignment as a metaphysical counselor and teacher, Minister Cynthia Marie Williams. This is what I do. I encourage and support all peoples, but the assignment I've been given to this time is to work specifically with women of color, black women, to give us that encouragement and knowledge that we don't know about ourselves. I say as a metaphysician, learn how to live life from the inside out. And I want you as women of color to understand that you are great. You are the original goddesses. You are the original mothers of everyone on this planet. And you say, well, how so? Because a Jewish Caucasian woman was doing research in her scientific area, and she found that mitochondrial DNA that they use in criminal cases to determine whether someone has done a crime, she found that it was in just about every ethnicity and race on this planet, and it comes originally from the African woman. Now, you know they found Lucy in Ethiopia, and from that study, and a lot of other hominins, as they call them, Homo sapiens later on, as they call them scientifically. And those hominins, or those scheduled remains, those female scheduled remains, there were many, comes from Ethiopia, Mother Africa. They haven't found anything older than those remains. They were female. I just want to encourage all of you women out there, black women especially, this is this time now, with the assignment I've been given to give you that information and to give you the encouragement and support that you need. When they do things out here in this outer world, they include us with black people. But I really don't ever hear us talking about black women. They do all kind of polls out here and talk about black people, how we're supporting people in the political arena. What about who we are as black women? I'd like to see that real concern for who and what we are. But we have to learn to build that up. I'm here to help you to grow and develop that encouragement, that self-esteem, that inside out. And I have to share this with you. I don't care how many degrees that you have, PhD, master's degree, bachelor's degree. If we define ourselves by what we have done in the educational system here in America, we're not really defining who and what we really are. They say that black women have the most educations, the most college degrees. I've got one too. But I know the most important thing is for me to know who and what I am from the inside out spiritually. And in sharing some of that information, I hope some of you would like to call in today and ask questions. The number's at the bottom of the screen. This is Channel 21 hotline, and that number is 312-738-1060. And I ask for males to call in too. There's no difference. Anyone can call in, really. No ethnicity specific. But I am talking about empowerment of black women. I say the Caucasian Soul Sisters, they have made their choice, and they have broken through their glass ceiling, and they bond together beautifully. And I'd like to see us do the same thing. Today, again, I have a beautiful guest with me, Evangelist Paula J. Watson, and she has this nutritional solution that helps her with her health challenge. Today, we're talking about health again. If you have any questions, call in with your question or statement. But let me finish. Evangelist Paula J. Watson, well, let me share with you those things that I would like to see happen to us as you're sharing with me. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Yes, I'm talking about the nutritional solution. It's completely natural, made from soy, herbs, and plants. It gave me energy and relieved the stress I was having before I took it. By its being made from soy, it kept me from having menopause.
Oh my God, wait a minute. It kept you from having menopause. Oh, wait, too late for me. Okay. Go right ahead, ma'am.
I'm now 72 years of age, and I've never had any hot flashes or any symptoms of menopause.
Miracle.
Thank God.
That's right.
The nutritional solution also made new cells in my body because of the way it is formulated, with having all the vitamins and minerals that my body needed to have in addition to the foods that I ate. Doctors who are food scientists have formulated the nutritional solution. Also, there are medical doctors who take the nutritional solution and advise their patients to take it. The nutritional solution helped to cleanse my body also of impurities and toxins that pains like arthritis, bursitis, and all the itises can stem
All the
from.
itises.
I have good elimination that should come every time when you eat a meal. Plus, my immune system has been built up against catching colds, germs, and coughs from persons I'm around who have them. I've also seen a tremendous change in my appetite, especially sweets. Before I took the nutritional solution, I used to eat these big chunks of cake in one sitting.
Oh my God. That's a lot of
I don't
sweets.
do that anymore.
My God.
I can control my appetite. I've lost weight, and I can discipline myself when I'm eating. I have a desire to eat foods that are good for me. Exercise and drinking water are also important to help control our weight. Now, before I found out about the nutritional solution, I was having challenges with bronchitis, gallstones, fibroid tumors, and high cholesterol. On November 28, 2000, I had an accident when I severely injured my left leg, causing it to swell and be extremely painful. I went to the hospital by ambulance, and I was sent home that day on crutches. I'm going to show you a picture of that.
She got some pictures for us to look at. All righty.
See?
Let's do this overhead here. Here you go.
Right here, I was on crutches. They sent me home on crutches. I went from a crutch to a cast. Here I'm on another picture of me being on the cast right here. I don't know if you can see that clearly. Yeah,
You can look at
there.
that to the screen and you can see where I was looking.
Okay.
That looks pretty good there.
Okay, this is when I was on the cast, and then I went from the cast to the cane that I was on almost 2 years. This is my beautiful daughter who's with me. She's been so supportive. But I was very, very sick at this time when I was on the cane. Okay. I went to the hospital by ambulance, as I said, and I came home that day on crutches. I couldn't work at that time anymore as an insurance person because I couldn't walk. I was in constant pain. I went to several hospitals and clinics, seeing different doctors who gave me a series of tests. I was told that in addition to my having bronchitis, gallstones, and high cholesterol and fibroid tumors, I also had 3 slipped discs in my back, sciatic nerve problems, and to top all those things, endometrial cancer.
Evangelist, can I say a question here?
Sure.
Are you real here? Let me touch you. Are you real? Are you not a ghost? Are you? I mean, I listen to her. Look at all of these things. I mean, my God, it's unbelievable.
Praise God.
My God, you are here alive and well. Thanks to higher power. Go right ahead, ma'am.
Thank you, Lord.
If you have any questions and statements, let me say this to the audience that's looking. You can call in at 312-738-1060 if you have any questions or comments for Evangelist or myself. Go ahead, Evangelist. Let me touch you. You are here. Yes, you are.
Oh, yes.
God bless you. Go ahead.
I was having pains all over my body, and my left leg was extremely swollen and inflamed. I had numerous x-rays and MRI, physical therapies, wax treatments. Oh, let me show you that. Okay, this is a picture when I had the wax treatments. Right here.
Can we see that now? Let's see. Let me go here.
Go to overhead.
Over here. There you go.
Okay. Right here, I was having wax treatments here. And here, I was having hot and cold towel treatments. They were trying to relieve the pains that I was having. Nothing.
A wax treatment? What was that?
Yes, hot wax.
Hot wax?
to try to relieve. So this is in the hospital. I had these physical therapy treatments, and they be trying to
let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You're saying you had. Let's so the audience can see. Let me go back to the you. Mm-hmm. So you're saying in the hospital, they put wax, a certain kind of wax around. I've never heard of anything like that in a regular AMA hospital.
It was physical therapy.
No, I'm just saying, but the physical therapist has to be hired by the hospital.
Yes.
So that was a treatment that they used to relieve what now?
The pains in my left leg.
The pain in your left. That sounds very interesting. Go right ahead, ma'am. Go right ahead, because I'm listening.
Okay.
And we're all listening, aren't we? This is unbelievable.
I did all those things, trying to relieve those pains, but nothing helped. I went from walking with crutches, a cast, and then with the cane. I saw a specialist, and I asked him, what could he do to give me? What could he give me to take away the pains completely and not just relieve them? He said that all he could suggest was for me to have back surgery and or get steroids for the pains. I said no. This is before I heard about the nutritional solution. I said no. I wasn't having either one of those things. Other doctors kept prescribing NSAID drugs, those real strong drugs for me to take for my discomforts, but I didn't want to take them because they had serious side effects, plus I was allergic to most of them. Finally, I heard about the nutritional solution and reports from persons who had taken them and how they had gotten outstandingly good results. After taking it myself on November 2nd, 2002, for the first time, I became pain-free within an hour.
Let's take a pause right here. Let me get in here, please. Let me tell you who we are right now, and this fabulous woman that we have with us right now, Evangelist Paula J. Watson. Let me do my little spiel right now, and I appreciate all of you who are looking in at the show, and I do pray that you call in and ask questions, because this woman is fabulous, and this is what I have been given, ways that we can be empowered as women of color. This is my icon that I always talk about, that I love, that was given to me by a gentleman. So there are men that can support us in the work that we do. Sisters in the Spirit, I love this icon. But also, for more information about Sisters in the Spirit and to meet evangelists, I have Sunday 3 o'clock meetings. Every Sunday at 3 o'clock, you can meet in my home, in my living room. You see these women, black women sitting on the couch. That's how I look at it. I like to say the word gathering, not meeting, excuse me. Because that's what we do. We go to meetings, workshops, seminars. This is a comfortable time for us to come together as women of color. As I said, I have my meetings on, Sunday at 3 o'clock every Sunday, a gathering of black women. It's a structure within that meeting. We're just not going to sit around gossiping and talking about each other and all that, and men and all of that, some of you may think. But there is a healthy structure within the Sunday 3 o'clock meeting where you will be educated about who you are spiritually, about your psychology, thinking, and behavior, your sociology, way of life, historically, and today, which we know we're going through a lot today. A lot of women have lost their male children in murders and killings in Chicago, and their children in Chicago. That's what's happening today. There is a history that is much better than the life that we're living here in Chicago. I can talk to you about that. Now, let me throw something in there that might shake you up, too. I can also talk about when God was a man, when God was a woman. That's what I'm talking about, when God was a woman. And that's at the meeting. You say, like, what do you mean when God was a woman? Because we've been raised in a patriarchal society. We've been I remember when I was a little girl, it said he. And I remember we were talking about a she. And I asked the teacher, I was in, about 6th grade, I said, why did they say he? Well, he represents male and female. Well, I've never felt comfortable with that. And I think when we use the he patriarchally, it's taking away from who and what we are as women across the board. Women are struggling all around this globe, in India and all other places, and we here in Chicago, we're struggling in our own way because we're not getting the respect that we should get. But I've been kept here. I've been through some health challenges myself to spread the word and hopefully get the encouragement to help me to help you to find out what you can do to help yourself. And I appreciate Evangelist for being here. Again, we will have the meetings. I have my meetings, my gatherings, I'd rather use that word, at Sundays at 3 p.m. in my home in Beverly area. Call this number on my overhead, and I'll be able to talk with you. As a metaphysical counselor and teacher, we can talk about other things, but I just want to tell to all of you that I love you, I appreciate you, because what I see in you is what is in me. And I love myself, and I appreciate myself for the spiritual being, first of all, that I am, manifesting as a female in the black race. And I can talk to you about that. But Evangelist, let's continue with the health issue that we can also be successful in through what you know.
Okay.
Go right ahead, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, had been in so much pain. I was expecting a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
I had been on a cane for almost 2 years.
Ooh.
After taking the nutritional solution, I was off my cane in 3 days. Not weeks. 3 days.
Yeah, come on now, come on. 3 days.
3 days.
Wow.
Yes.
That's all I can say is wow.
To God be the glory. Since then, I've had gallbladder and cancer surgery plus 28 treatments of radiation. Doctors are just amazed at my health recovery now. I'm not on any daily medications, and I am now 12 years cancer-free.
Did you have a primary doctor while you were dealing with this nutritional solution?
Yes.
Now, what did your doctor say to you as your health improved?
She was shocked.
She was shocked.
Yes.
She didn't ask any questions?
Well, she asked what I was taking, and I showed her what I was taking with the ingredients. And she said, "Oh, well, these look okay. And,
Wow.
it looks like it should be good for you." So, and she would try to give me, at the times that I had the high cholesterol, she'd try to give me cholesterol medicine. I said, no, I'm going to believe God for my cholesterol to go down. And it did go down. And now she's amazed. Yes, she's amazed that it's down to normal.
It's really challenging. But I myself have been going through some health challenges. And I know that when we're dealing with the AMA doctors and those that are part of that profession, that there's some help we can get. I always say broken bones, and if they got to go inside and do something, we need those type of surgeons and what have you. But there are other ways that we can gain the health. Historically, people had natural ways of dealing with their health. And I know when I was born in the South Memphis, Tennessee in 1948, you couldn't go to the hospital. I mean, everything was segregated. And black people could not trust the medical profession to take care of us because you had the white folks that were in the hospital. And the thing is, I know my grandmother, she had something in a jar or something, and I was barefoot and I stepped on a nail. I never got an infection because she took care of that, and they never took me to the hospital. And no doctor, there wasn't any doctor that took care of me. See, there's a history that we have forgotten. Indigenous people had natural ways of dealing with different issues. I want to tell a quick story here. Our founding father, George Washington, and all those servicemen that were with him, he had African slaves that were with him also, because he had slaves. But there was a disease, I think it was some really smallpox, that the Caucasian soldiers were getting, and those African slaves, however many, created a potion, and those white soldiers got healed. That's a little tidbit of history that is not discussed much. See, there is something that we as marginalized people and all indigenous people, aborigines, all of us that started off on the planet, on the landmass that we were on, that we used in order to heal ourselves. You know, the medical profession and the Caucasian using pen, they use the pills and all that. That's why sometimes you can, if you're led, and I'll say this very carefully, because I'm not promoting anybody to jump it off on their medication or anything like that, because I'm on medication. I'm just saying, just let the Spirit lead you. And I'm here to encourage you as a metaphysician. And I'm saying, to you that it's possible to move through whatever it is you're going through in life. Relationship problems, financial problems, and health problems. And tonight we're talking about the health that you can have no matter where you are. An evangelist is an example. I look at her, is she real? Let me touch you again. She's real. But it's unbelievable what she's talking about and what this nutrition solution has done for her.
Yes.
Continue, evangelist.
Yes. Yes, I saw my primary care doctor recently for my yearly checkup, and she said that all my tests are normal. My cholesterol is down, blood pressure, blood sugar are all normal. My liver, my kidneys. And she said that since my tests are all normal, she won't need to see me again until next year.
Oh, isn't that amazing? That is so amazing. And I know that this happens for us once we get into that, vibration, to receive that which can help us. There have been people that have come to be aware of different ways of the body healing. And unfortunately, they have to deal with the AMA if they say that they can cure or heal anything. They always have to have a disclaimer. But she's saying, and I've been in a group where we talk about the scientists and the doctors who themselves stepped out of the regular medical field and found ways that help them to heal of their own ailments. That's what you're talking about. I want to say to all of you that if you have any question or statement, and you would like to call in at this moment, 312-738-1060. We're here for you. And if you have a question or statement, you can call us, ask a question of Evangelist, ask a question of me. But I say, women, oh God, you are great, you are beautiful, and you are important. I want you to know that. And again, as a educated person, it came to my spirit today. We can get all the degrees we want in the world, but if we don't know who we are inside, our value is who we are spiritually. And to know that we are human beings that have a right to live, as they say in the Constitution, the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, high ideals. Even though our founders had slaves, that high ideal is where we want to go. It lifts you up beyond the reality of life. But women, you can do this. You can be strong. You can go successful in life. Let us bond together as women of color, as the Caucasian sisters. I do admire them because they have broken through their glass ceiling of not coming together. Let that happen for us. And I say again that you can contact me. Let me do my hair over here. If you'll bear with me. At this number here, 312-802-4743, 312-802-4743, and you can email me at forsapar@yahoo.com. Sisters in the Spirit. Beautiful gathering that we can have. Those ladies on the couch. I have some couches in my living room, big living room. We can sit around and just enjoy each other and hopefully share some thoughts and ideas based on what we can do as women of color. And I love this here. My icon is, again, love it, love it, love it. Sisters in the Spirit, and the gentleman did that for me. So what I want to say to you right now is that, again, you are beautiful, you are beautiful, you are beautiful. And call me as a metaphysical counselor and teacher. I'm here for you. And Evangelist is here for you. And any questions you may have about her nutritional solution, unbelievable as it is, you can come to the meeting Sundays at 3 o'clock and meet her. And you can also call me, and I can make that contact with her if you have any questions after the show about what she's talking about. But she is real, everybody. Did that touch your again? Yeah, she is real. She is real. It's unbelievable what she's saying. But I say to all of you women, you can grow and empower yourself, not only with your health, but as I said again, as relationships, financially, all that good stuff. I'm here for you, and she is too. And I love all of you, and I want all of you to keep keeping your head up and believe in yourself. Peace and blessings to you.
God bless you.
Peace and blessings to you.